Welcome to the final race of the Welsh Triathlon Super Series. We've had 5 races over a variety of distances and in all conditions, and the titles are still to be decided. 3 men and 3 women are still in line to take top honours. 1 hour of racing in Anglesey will decide it. Spectators and competitors have been pouring over the Menai Bridge, heading for Newborough Forest. A sea swim, a tough bike ride, and a beach run await. The sun is out, but the wind is up, adding a little bit of spice to the season's climax. Liam Lloyd dominated the first half of the season, winning 3 from 3. He missed the Snowman, he punctured on the Gower. He now needs to finish how he started to take the title and the prize money.
I'm feeling excited. The last race of the series, I've had a great season and looking forward to rounding it off there with a good race, and hopefully no mishaps will happen and be successful in getting the series and hopefully winning the race as well.
With 385 points in the bag, the title is his to lose. A mistake or a little misfortune will open the door for the winner of the last event, Sam Wade, or for the defending champion, Alex Matchett.
The run course is really tough. You've got the running along the beach on the sand, which on tired legs is going to be difficult. I have got a chance, it's a slim chance, but I'll take that at this stage in the season. So all to play for today, really. Looking forward to it and hoping just to put in a really good performance.
I feel good, I feel confident, I'm quite excited. It's quite nice to have this sort of close contest and having a good amount at stake for a race. I'm excited about it, so just go for it, have fun and see what happens on race day.
The women's series is even closer. The 3 contenders are all fit to race and ready to go. Hannah Munday won Llanelli and Port Talbot before getting injured. She has to win today to be sure of the title.
It's been a long summer. I've had ups and downs with injuries, and I've had some great highs with a couple of wins, and then some time where I didn't think I was going to be able to complete the series. So I'd really love to be on the podium and to stand on that top step. After what I've been through this summer, all those highs and lows, it would really mean a lot to me.
Florence Swan also knows a win would be good enough to be crowned overall champion. After wins at the Snowman and the Gower, she believes in herself.
I'm really excited about this one because we're all so close in the top 3. It's going to be a really exciting race. We've got all to play for, really. And even though I know the point situation, I think it doesn't change how I'm going to race. I really, really want to just put my all out there and hopefully come away with the win.
GOG Tri-Club's Rhian Roxburgh is the defending champion from last year's Sandman. A repeat of that, and she could lift the individual and the team trophies.
As far as the competition is concerned, I'm going to just go out the best that I can do. Not worry about them, just worry about my own race.
The GOGs will need a good performance from Rhian to secure the club championship. Currently, they have a slim lead over Pembrokeshire and Celtic Tri. Numbers count, and the GOG squad are everywhere. Florence Swan needs a swim like she had in the last race. She's next to Megan McDonald, who won in Bala. McDonald is not in the running for the overall title, but she may well influence who gets it. The swim has been shortened from 750 to 400. The bike ride at 25k is a little longer than normal, and a 5k run to finish. The conditions are rough. That shouldn't affect Lloyd and Smith. Matchett, he swam well in Port Ainon. The elite all going off in wave 1, and for the women, the key will be to get on and stay on the feet of the fastest men. McDonald, Munday certainly will position themselves to achieve that. Well, those who have plenty of experience of swimming in the surf will definitely benefit today. Yes, it disrupts the rhythm, but it's knowing how to breathe and stay relaxed in these conditions. Josh Lewis setting a really good pace. He won the swim here last year, and he will have yet another battle with Beau Smith, who's an excellent swimmer. And those two are always looking for aquatic supremacy before they reach T1.
with the sand and up the dune and the narrow path into T1, you know, obviously with a group of us going into T1, there could be some gaps, and you know, there could be time to be gained or lost there. So I think it will be key to be looking out and make sure you're in the front coming out of the swim and into T1.
Well, the rough conditions resulting in big gaps between the leaders, and once again it's Josh Lewis who is first out of the water. He swam in 5:24 last year. This swim looks as though it's going to be just over the 6-minute mark. The swell has had an effect. Bo Smith coming out in second place. He'll enjoy that, and he's usually pretty quick through the transitions as well. Wearing pink for the final race. Josh Lewis won't be missed on the bike ride. Kieran John, Liam Lloyd, Alex Matchett, Sam Wade, all the big names are there. And Hannah Munday and Megan McDonald have had a brilliant swim as well. Those two working well together, and they've opened up a bit of a gap over Florence Swan. Well, this is the long technical run into the dunes, the course changing slightly due to the weathering of the sand dunes over the year. Well, that's not a good way to start for Josh Lewis. Luckily, no injuries suffered. Bo Smith, big, powerful athlete, does well on the bike. And I can't think of an occasion this year when he hasn't been in the front group coming into T2. Matchett arriving as Bo Smith leads. Away goes Lewis, first into transition, second out. Matchett slick as ever. That's Sam Wade with the white calf warmers. And you never see Liam Lloyd rushing in T1. He just makes sure he's got everything in order, and then he'll start to put the pressure on when he's on his bike. Bo Smith, 20-25 metres to play with at the start of the ride. Just gets the foot pedal secure. McDonald with a good transition. She's gone ahead of Hannah Munday, who, remember, is the key player in the fight for the title. Roxburgh and Swan coming in together. Now, they have got to catch Munday to have any chance of taking the series title this year. There's so much at stake in this finale. And as a consequence, all the big names have made an appearance here on Anglesey. Some just happy to have survived the first leg. Still a long way to go. Remember, 25 kilometres on the bike and then a 5-kilometre run to wrap it up for the season. Now, there are 200 members in the GOG Triathlon Club, and just about every single one of them is racing here today. They want that title.
My husband and myself founded the club about 5 years ago. The reason being was we wanted a community in North Wales, a triathlon community, which I think we've really got now. We've got about 200 members in the club and got a big contingency competing. Yeah, it's great.
Roxburgh, 4th place on the bike at the moment. She's just come back from the World Age Group Championships, finished 8th. And she had an even better result back in 2008, finishing 4th in Vancouver. She's a teacher, a mum, and a brilliant triathlete. And here she is, just going past Florence Swan. Those two at the moment are contending for 2nd place in the series. Florence Swan coming off the back of 2 victories. If she wants to make it 3, she's going to have to raise a game. Doesn't look as though she's got quite as much power in the legs. Here's our men's leader, Josh Lewis, looking for a bit of glory. He generally does pretty well here at the Sandman, and he's shown that again. Bo Smith powering his way round the corners, using every inch of the road, closing down on 2nd place at the moment. And he'll be waiting for Liam Lloyd to come through, because that is what Liam Lloyd always does in the early stages of the bike ride. 4th or 5th out of T1, and it's never long before he's at the front of the field. Now, in the last race, he went for broke. He was going to go 100% on the bike, but he punctured halfway through the bike ride, or towards the end of the bike ride, and that put pay to his chance of another win. Today, he desperately wants to round off his season with another victory. Well, he's passed Bo Smith. He's up against his main rival, Alex Matchett. Matchett will drop back to 12 metres and then try and feed off what is left of the slipstream. He won't give up that easy. So Lloyd into second place. Josh Lewis still leading the way, and Alex Matchett settled down in third ahead of Bo Smith. All the big names at the front of the field in the men's race. But it's the colourful shirt of Josh Lewis that leads at the moment as they approach the halfway stage of the bike phase. Welcome back to the final stage, the final race of the Welsh Triathlon Super Series. We've got a stunning day here on the very southern tip of Anglesey and a fantastic situation in both the men and the women's race. Hannah Munday leads the women's ahead of Megan McDonald. Munday, a win or a second place with McDonald ahead of her would secure the title. Rhian Roxburgh is another athlete who could win, but she requires Munday to drop out of the top three, and she has to finish ahead of Florence Swan. In the men's race, Liam Lloyd is the favourite. He's already secured 3 wins on the circuit. He would have got a 4th had he not punctured on the Gower, and he's had to come to Anglesey to secure it, and he wants to do that in style. Lewis is just ahead of him. Lewis has really put the power down today. He had a good race here last year. He was first out of the water today. Conditions a little slower than they were last year, but he's hungry for some recognition. Hasn't had a win this season. Over the sleeping policeman and into T2. How much of a lead can he take away from the fastest runner on the tour, Liam Lloyd? He needs probably 30-35 seconds, and I'm not sure he's going to get it because Lloyd is already into the transition area. Good transition skills from Lewis. You never see this man panic, and he strolls away, and within 5 or 10 metres, he's into his running. Good long stride. Matchett and Wade have had a good battle this season. Matchett not quite on the form that he was on last year. Oh, there's a classic error coming from Sam Wade. Not the first transition error he's made this season. He knew exactly where Matchett should be racking his bike, and he surely needed to be on the outside to avoid that sort of problem. No injuries, but it has given Sam Wade a little bit of extra work. Now it's going to be interesting to see how he responds. Bo Smith, 5th into transition, and he might struggle to catch the men in front. They're all very fleet of foot. Lewis still looking comfortable, but bit by bit, Liam Lloyd is closing down on the race leader, and he just settles in behind. In Bala, he left his move until the last 500 metres. I'm not sure he's going to do that here in the Newborough Forest. It's a beautiful area for running, quite technical, and that will suit some and not others. Well, there's a nice gesture. Lewis, I think, resigned to the fact that he cannot match the speed of Liam Lloyd. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how far Lloyd goes in the world of triathlon. This is such a good stepping stone for the life of a pro triathlete. Matchett and Wade are a little bit closer to each other than they were coming out of the transition area. Now let's go back to the leading women, and Megan McDonald, 2nd into transition. You can see Hannah Munday just further down the rack, and Hannah Munday has been running well. She's not had this sort of competition so far this year. Had a poor swim on the Gower. She did much better today. Roxburgh, she's not far off the lead. What is it about the Sandman that suits her? A shorter swim, she'll have been glad of that. Florence Swan losing time on the bike, just trying to get a note of her bike time. Over 42 minutes. McDonald and Munday just around the 41-minute mark. And as I say that, McDonald starting to pull away from Munday, just as Liam Lloyd is pulling away from Josh Lewis. Lewis still moving very smoothly. Second place would be a good result for him, but there are two very quick men behind. Sam Wade now going ahead of Alex Matchett.
There's a bit of sand, a few hills, quite undulating going through woods, which I really enjoy that sort of running. So I think that was playing to my hands. Hopefully I can put out a good run in the last bit, which I'm sure will be needed if I'm trying to beat Alex or Liam to the finish.
Well, a lot of the triathletes will struggle with the technical running. You have to be sure of your footing and a certain amount of agility required. Lloyd seems to be up to it. The Guernsey man, Josh Lewis, also coping well at the moment, but Sam Wade has made a move and he's opened up a bit of a gap between himself and Alex Matchett, who consistently beat him earlier on in the season. Megan McDonald, looking so strong, lives in Loughborough. She works there as a swim coach, and she showed that today. Only 2 races in the series. Hannah Monday, well, she's in a strong position to secure the title, and might be glad that McDonald has only entered 2 races. Liam Lloyd, 5 of the 6. He missed out on the snowman to preserve his limbs, and that seems to have been a good move. Sam Wade has gone past Matchett, he's gone past Lewis and moved into second place, so he's having an absolute stormer and performing so much better in the latter part of the season. Monday looks relaxed, enjoying this one. All she's got to do is hold off Roxburgh and hold off Florence Swan, who's not really threatening today. Roxburgh in 3rd, Swan down in 4th at the moment. But Megan McDonald is the woman leading. She looked so impressive in Bala when she won there earlier in the season. The final few metres for Liam Lloyd. What a season he's had, and it's time to reap the rewards of all the hard work that he's put in throughout the year. 4th place in the Duathlon World Championships, and he's now the Welsh Triathlon Super Series champion.
Liam, congratulations, first of all, winning this race and winning the champion. What a way to finish the series.
Yeah, it's been a great season, and yeah, I've just really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed racing, you know, back in Wales, and finished the series off with a win in the final is yeah, more than I can ask for, really.
Well, it's well deserved, and Sam Wade will be delighted. He won on the Gower, he's 2nd here today.
That was a bit of a fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, really scrappy day. Like, it really didn't go kind of as smoothly as I wanted. The swim was really tough, like I really struggled with the chop. And then yeah, T1, T2, I had a few mistakes which were really like frustrating. So I'm really happy that I was able to sort of come through in the end and get 2nd, which is what I needed. So I was really pleased.
A great run from Wade and an impressive performance all round from Josh Lewis, who was first out of the water today, and he's held off Alex Matchett, who's been challenging him for the last kilometre or so.
I really enjoy racing the series. It's great to race all around Wales and against some really good athletes on really good courses. Pleased overall, and I think, you know, Liam has been really consistent throughout the season. He's massively deserved to win today and to win the series overall. Got to try and get my title back now, so yeah, I'll have a hard winter's training and hopefully come back stronger next year.
Well, it's good to hear that he intends to come back. Let's hope he's in good shape next year as we watch Roxburgh heading towards the final beach stage. It's been a good performance from her. She's sitting in 3rd position at the moment. No chance of catching McDonald or Monday. McDonald is out on her own. It's been another very, very impressive performance from her. Hannah Monday, it started so well. 2 wins early on, Llanelli and Port Talbot. And she's managed to shake off a hip injury that kept her out of the 2 races mid-season. Roxburgh finishing strongly, loves racing in this part of the world, and a real bonus that her team are doing so well. Florence Swan still looks light on her feet, but it's not been her best day. Lost time in the swim, and that has proved absolutely crucial. Here's today's winner, Megan McDonald. She won in Bala, and she's won the Sandman. but it's all about the series, and that belongs to Hannah Monday. 2 wins, 2 second places. That's good enough.
Hannah, many congratulations. You must be delighted.
Yeah, really happy today. Did not expect that. It's a total surprise. To take second and then overall series win is, such a shock. Such a fantastic series. I'm so glad I got involved in it, and to stand on that top step is going to be really special.
And will you be back next year?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
Rianne Roxburgh, it's all over for another year.
8th at the World Championship last week, and coming here and gaining a 3rd position, amazing.
Yeah, I'm really made up with today actually. The bike course was lovely and I felt quite strong on the bike, but then when I hit the run, my legs were telling me I'd done that half last week. I was a little bit tired, and that sand is just energy sapping. But it's a lovely course and I'm really made up with 3rd. I didn't think I would do that today, so really chuffed, thank you.
Florence Swan looks a bit disappointed with today, but she's only 20.
Flo, congratulations. 2nd in the series, but disappointment with your performance today.
Yeah, I suppose I've got to look at the bigger picture. I guess I've just got to take that I've come 2nd in the series, but this series has been amazing. Yeah, it's really good.
Are you coming back next year to try and get that title?
Yeah, definitely come back for the win.
Well, she'll be one of the main contenders, no doubt about it. Hannah Monday it is who takes the title, 400 points from a possible 425. Florence Swan, 370. Brilliant performance from her throughout. And Roxburgh at 44, still getting into the top 3. Lloyd is the men's champion, absolutely brilliant. 4 wins throughout the 6 races. Sam Wade 2nd, and Alex Matchett, last year's champion, having to settle for 3rd place. Well, what a setting for the finale. Minds will be turning to next year's series. That will start in Port Talbot and finish in Bala. That is going to be another 6-race spectacle, and let's hope the competition is as tight as it's been this year. Well, talking about competition, the team event still to be decided, because everyone racing can win points for their club. Pembrokeshire, Celtic Tri, and of course Gog Tri Club, all in contention for the top spot. But Gog, who have absolutely swamped the start list, hot favourites, and with Roxburgh getting a good 3rd place in the elite, it is Gog Triathlon Club that come away from the 2019 season on top. 2,280 points, the difference substantial come the end of the final race. Well done to Liam Lloyd, he's been a superstar this season. And Hannah Monday started well, survived that hip scare, and has finished in style to secure the women's title. What a season it's been.